Here, do you want
the ladies? Okay.
do that?
Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you and praise you for this day, Father. Thank you for the appointed time you've given us to come together in fellowship and to learn more about you. And Lord, we pray that you open our hearts and minds to receive what you want us to see in this presentation. And bless Yvonne as she gives her presentation. In Jesus' name, amen.
Okie dokie. All right, so instead of the chair today, we're just going to stand up. Let me start this timer because, we don't want to go over 5 minutes. Okay. All right, so we'll stand up. And if you can't stand, you can still sit in your chair and do most of this stuff. Eric was in the way of the camera. All right, so we're just going to start out by let's expand the chest and the diaphragm and up, in and out, in and out. Yes. One more time, and out. All right, we're going to start from the bottom again. All right, so stick your foot out. Kind of stick your foot out. Yeah, do the hokey pokey, yeah. All right, and then just kind of lean forward and just kind of stretch. You feel that stretch going down the back? Just kind of stretch it a little bit. And hang on to the table or whatever if you need for a little bit of balance because we don't want anybody falling over. All right, then swap legs. Just kind of stick it out there. Just bend over. You should feel that stretch right down. All right. All right, and then let's go this way, down this way, because we got fascia and everything, down this way. So we stretch down this way. You should feel it down through this side here. And go the other way. You should feel it up the opposite side. All right, and then let's just twist a little bit. Squeeze your gizzard. Give it a little twist. All right, and then take this arm, put it down, and push your elbow like this. See if you should feel that stretch. Okay, and then the other one. Anything you do to one side, we're going to do to the other, so we're not off balance. Stretch that. All right. Take our head, just kind of put it this way, pull this way, just kind of pull gently on it a little bit. If you need to, a little extra stretch, so you can pull this. Because remember, all of this is connected to the feet. All right, then pull this way. All right, and then look up. And if you need to, if you get a little dizzy when you look up, just stabilize yourself on the thing. And then look down. And then bring it around like this. Just kind of rotate it around. Are you able to do your neck, Paul? You able to move your neck today?
Oh, it hurts. Body motion stays in motion.
That's right. All right, that's kind of it's a shorter head to toe, but those are just some things to, get the lymph moving, get the blood moving. Not super hard.
Do the head, shoulders, knees and toes,
We can, and you could, if you really want to get feisty, you can just, okay, hold on. But you can, like this, just walk in place, and you can bring your knees up. Just do a little walk in place. You can add that to that, and you can sit in your chair, and also she's got it. And then that kind of, I was a little impaired there. And then that kind of that helps to kind of get your heart moving and stuff like that. It's just it's a nice little thing. We as a paramedic, we go out, and a lot of times what we see is people get up from the bed in the morning. All right, and what they do is the first thing they do is go in and sit on the toilet and like have a bowel movement or something. All right, well, your head, your heart, and the bowel movement stuff is all hooked together by the vagus nerve. So the heart it's slow, and you will vagal down and you'll cardiac arrest on the toilet. We see a lot of that.
Elvis.
So
That way.
yes. And so if you get up and you like at least take a lap around the house, or just get up and, do a few of these things to get, the heart moving and stuff, then go.
Or even before you get up.
You can lay in your bed and just move and then get up. But yeah, we see a fair share of these things. So it's a good idea to get up, get your heart going, and then go take care of business. All right. All right, so today, I promised you the other day, we're going to learn how to read a label. And but sort of. All right, so when they put together labels on things, it's meant to attract your attention. It's meant to sell whatever they're trying to sell, whether it's healthy or not. All right, so you just read it, right? You just read the label.
Understand.
Yeah, it helps if we understand. Or do we? Most of us don't even read the label. We just in there throwing stuff in, right? And the label's nice and pretty, right? It says they're healthy, right? Throw it in the cart. We don't need to read a label. We can trust them. So we are like polar bears in the Sahara Desert. Polar bears are adapted to the Arctic, right? Not the Sahara Desert. So like polar bears in the Sahara, we're surrounded in an environment that we are not designed for.
I like the tattoo.
So what do we look for? All right, so let's look at the anatomy of a food package. All right, so the front of the product offers you fantasy. Oops, we went the wrong way. All right, so here's your energy drinks and stuff, right? They tell you, you get energy, you're going to be a rock star, Red Bull gives you wings, the stuff like that, right? So they're selling you a fantasy, and they're hoping that you're going to buy it just based off, the front of the label, and how many of us do. Ooh, that label looks good. The raw food family, when they came from Russia and came here, that was one of the things that they did, and they all got sick because the labels and stuff were so pretty here, and in Russia it wasn't like that. So they were just running around because the labels were pretty, and they all got sick. Yes. I'll think of it in a second. All right, your Lucky Charms. They're magically delicious. Okay, your organic tortilla chips. Are they? Yeah, they're going to sell you something. Trader Joe's got in trouble for that, advertising organic tortilla chips, and they were not. And, and then, with your kid, right? The kid likes bright colors, so you go down the aisle and, oh, hey.
Get all at eye level of a child.
Yeah. So what we want is the facts, right? Just the facts. All right, the truth's in the nutrition facts and the ingredients list, but where's that? It's in the small print on the back. They get you with the big wild colors, but the stuff we need is small print on the back. So see, here's your Doritos, right? There's your, it makes you want it, makes you look good. There's the stuff we want. All right, so we're going to have to really look.
Yeah, because I can't see that from here.
Yeah, they don't want you to. They want to sell you with the front of the package. All right, so don't be fooled by the big, bold claims that's on the front of that package or their commercials or whatever. You shouldn't eat a food if it has a commercial. All right, so the first ingredient on the label is always the biggest. That's what. And so if you look, sugar. So this product here mostly is just sugar, right? And then whole grain corn flour, which turns to, oh yeah, sugar. Wheat flour turns to sugar. Oat flour turns to sugar. I mean, mostly got a lot of sugar there. But hey, it's whole grain. Huh?
That's Dorito?
I'm not sure what that is.
Number one ingredient is sugar?
But you can see that, sugar's in there, sugar. And then they've got, all the colors and
Red 40 and all that's good.
all the yummy stuff. All right. So we want to avoid foods with long ingredient lists, right? I mean, on an apple, what's the ingredient list on an apple? Apple. So this product here, look how long that is, and some of those words you probably don't even know what they mean.
The chocolate's not even real. It was chocolate flavored coating, and then it had like 5 ingredients to get that from the chocolate.
Exactly. So we want to be in control of our bodies. God's commanded us to be in control of our bodies because we want him to live there. And, we don't want him to live, in nastiness. So we want to, it's a temple.
We want to eat to live and not live to eat.
Exactly. So you've had the power. You've had it all along. All right, so these are the ingredients to avoid this whole list. All right, so some of them you're probably going to recognize, like the sugar, the grains, the dairy. All right, so when we get to the hydrogenated stuff, right, that's the artery clogging gunk, artificial flavors. MSG. MSG comes in several different names now.
They call it natural flavoring.
Yes, they have that too. They got a bunch of other ones too.
They allow that.
It's on there. It's on the label. Like,
They don't want us to really know.
they don't want us to know. So, and high fructose corn syrup. High fructose corn syrup causes cirrhosis of the liver. A lot of folks are running around out there with fatty livers, don't know it, and then they're like, and then when they do find out about it, they're like, well, I never drank. Okay, but corn syrup,
It's in everything.
it's in everything. And some of those I can't even pronounce. Potassium benzoate and sodium benzoate. Yeah, I mean, what are this? What is this stuff? Polysorbate 80, artificial sweeteners, sucralose, Splenda, aspartame. They got nasty side effects.
The aspartame, I remember when it came out,
Yeah, my grandma was a diabetic. She used those little tiny pills.
but it started with the pink stuff. Then the Splenda is just bleached sugar and it attacks your thyroid. But aspartame, number one, it causes night terrors in some people, not just nightmares, but flat out night terrors. It is one of the things that leads to non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. And also the funeral directors are saying that they're now not having to use as much formaldehyde to embalm people.
You showed up already preserved. You should get a little discount for that.
Well, when they did all that, my grandma used to give my grandpa saccharin tablets.
Yeah,
That was the little tablets. My grandma had those.
Yeah, that was the pink, then there was the yellow, then there was the blue. And it's all a toxic lab experiment.
It's a chemical storm is all it is. It's all it is. All right. Hold on a second. Hold on just 1 second here today.
Wrong with red dye number 3.
All right, okay, so let's look at this label. All right, so it has textured vegetable protein, wheat gluten, soy protein, water, torula yeast, corn. Okay, but look. I got 100% vegan. I can eat that, right?
Hey,
But
low
believe
carb.
glycol, isn't that like antifreeze?
Yeah, see? And then, so does anybody even know what this is? I mean, can you tell by reading the label what this is? Shouldn't you be able to tell if you're going to read a label?
It's gotta be organic.
It's organic.
100% vegan. What more you want?
Gotta be some kind of a
You're too
plant-based,
picky.
gotta be a plant-based meat.
That might be one of those.
A vegan hot dog. That's my guess.
All right, so let's look. So let's start the textured vegetable protein, okay? How many people eat that? All right, so it's isolated soy protein from soybeans. Okay, so to process this, it includes a lot of chemical alterations. First, they mix the soybeans with the oil removed in an alkali solution, wash them in acid, neutralize them in a different alkali bath, then spray the resulting soy curds using high temperatures, turn the curds into a powder. More high temperature, pressure applied to the powder results in textured vegetable proteins that can be shaped into strips, chunks, granules, and used as meat substitutes. The processing adds flavor enhancers, artificial colorings, emulsifiers, thickening agents. I mean, these are all carcinogenic.
A steak has got to be better for you. I'd much rather eat a steak.
All right, so the torula yeast, okay? It's widely used as flavoring in processed foods and in pet foods. It's often grown on wood liquor, a byproduct of paper production, which is rich in wood sugars, xylose. I don't even know what that is. It's pasteurized, spray dried to produce a fine, light grayish brown powder with a slightly yeasty odor, gentle, slightly meaty taste. Yum.
Yeah.
Rich in glutamic acid, therefore, it's become popular replacement among manufacturers wishing to eliminate MSG or hide flavor enhancer usage. It also enables the marketing of all natural ingredients. That sounds all natural to you? But it's legal, right? So how's this product sounding so far?
It's all natural, must be good.
Yeah,
Pretty picture to make us want it.
that's what labels are for.
I got sold on the all natural.
So defatted wheat germ. All right.
The label, everybody would leave it.
So this is, it extracts the oil from the wheat germ. Solvents such as hexane and petroleum and ether are used. It's a flavor enhancer.
Yeah.
Okay, and it's often found in low-fat snacks, bakery mixes, crackers, cereals. Defatted wheat germ manufacturers also promote it as a way to improve texture, stability, and nutritional value in processed foods. So, I mean, they're doing this to make it look good, smell good, taste good, right? Not that it has nothing to do with nutrition, right? I don't see anything in here that talks about how it's good for you.
It does say it's food though, and it's nutritional.
There you go.
They actually classify that as food.
When these food manufacturers want to make a product, what they do is they go out and they buy the different ingredients from these other places that have put together these ingredients. And so they don't actually have to list what's in that. They just list what the end product is. So that's how you get pork in your what's those? What's that fake meat griddle?
Grillers.
I don't know what they are, but they got sausage and then there's like bacon stuff. There's pork in that. But it's not on the label because they bought the stuff that flavors it from somebody else that has the pork in it, but it's labeled something different, so that's what they label it on the thing. So you're really eating pork. Yeah,
But do they list those as vegan?
sure. There's no pork in it, right?
None of it's.
So MSG, okay. MSG can cause stomach upset, nausea, vomiting, diarrhea, irritable bowel syndrome, rashes, mouth lesions, headaches, migraines, shortness of breath, heart attack-like symptoms. It can also cause partial paralysis, panic attacks, neurological disorders that mimic Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, MS, and ALS. It almost sounds like a commercial for a pharmaceutical drug, right? But it's still good. So MSG can also cause you to eat more. Remember the things that we were talking about yesterday, the leptin and the ghrelin and stuff, okay? So it fools those, okay? So you can cause you to eat more, gain weight, because MSG increases your insulin response, tricking your body into thinking you need to eat more so you don't experience low blood sugar. And it's an excitotoxin, which means it goes into your brain and causes your brain cells to commit suicide, apoptosis.
That's just what
I think everybody needs a little bit of whatever this product is, right?
Are you gonna tell us again what it is?
Yeah, well, I mean, how's it sounding so far? Does anybody want to buy this?
I wanna know what it's like.
I wanna know what the anti-MSG is.
Right.
Hydrolyzed soy protein. Okay, it's a method of hydrolysis is a method of extraction that boils the soy protein in a vat of sulfuric acid. Manufacturers mix the resulting acidic substance with caustic soda to neutralize the acid content. This is MSG in disguise. So that's twice now MSG's in this product, right? Okay, because we had MSG before. Now the hydrolyzed soy protein, MSG, right? So that's twice it's in there. Okay. Autolyzed yeast extract, right? Autolyzed yeast extract primarily is a flavor enhancer in a variety of processed foods, soups, meats, vegetarian meats. It's MSG in disguise. That's 3 times now that MSG is in this product. And it contains gluten or grains. So there you go, 3 times MSG, we got 3. Hydrolyzed corn protein. They're created by breaking down food into amino acids. Oh, amino acids, that's good, right? Usually, this is accomplished by boiling the food in hydrochloric acid, then neutralizing the solution with sodium hydroxide. As yucky as it sounds, these foods, if you can call them that, are considered safe by the FDA. Oh, look at that, MSG again, that's 4. MSG is in here 4 times in this product, but it's not listed as MSG, right? Caramel color. All right, sometimes this artificial coloring contain carcinogenic chemical called 4-MEI. I'm not even going to try and pronounce that. Okay, so the caramel coloring can increase blood pressure, decrease the body's amount of white blood cells, potentially cause severe allergic reaction to gluten-sensitive individuals. Caramel coloring has absolutely 0 nutritional value and can pose a wide range of serious side effects. Okay, so when these people come to you and they're like, okay, but I eat a healthy diet. Well, didn't this say 100% vegan? And didn't it look like it was good for you? But people are crying and complaining. The first time I gave this talk, this guy came in and he said he was a diabetic. And I was at a health fair at a Seventh-day Adventist church in Charlotte. And this guy comes in and he's like, I can't control my blood sugars. And he goes, and no one knew me. So they said, he goes, I'm gonna sit and see your thing. I had to move my room twice because there were so many people. He was telling her, oh, you gotta go see this, you gotta go see this. He figured out why his blood sugar was like this. Because he wasn't reading the labels, and the stuff that he had been given to eat and was told that it was okay. Well, and if I'll finish that sentence in a little bit.
By the time
But you don't know what it is, then you're not good.
Well, and I can't read that. My glasses are on.
Well, that's not.
So you
That's not good.
and when you're 18 with good eyesight, you can read it fine, but nothing bothers you.
yeah, nothing bothers you then. Smoke is this natural smoke flavor. It's filtered through water, condensed into a liquid that captures the essence or flavor of the smoke. To make liquid smoke, you need a lot of machinery, but only 3 main ingredients: wood, smoke, and water. It probably is.
What'd you do? I missed what you said.
Carcinogen.
Just gets the flavor.
Okay, now now we're getting fun. L-lysine monohydrochloride. Okay, it's used in the food and beverage industry as a nutritional enhancer and food fortifier. Mono and diglycerides from soy extends a product's shelf life. These additives, such as emulsifiers, which combine ingredients containing fat with those with water, which naturally repel each other, made in part of fatty acid. Mono and diglycerides are similar to triglycerides. Anybody have high triglycerides? Or you know somebody who had high triglycerides? Because it's just fat, nasty fat. The predominant fat in a food, listed as an emulsifier instead of a lipid. Okay, an emulsifier makes it to where you can mix water and oil together, and it'll hold it together so it doesn't separate. Because we don't like stuff coming out of the bottle looking icky, right? So we got to have an emulsifier. Soy lecithin. And this is also an emulsifier. First, the oil is extracted using a chemical solvent like hexane. Then the oil is processed, which is called degumming. So the lecithin is separated and dried. Okay, this is also an emulsifier, which helps mix things and hold them together so they don't separate. Vitamins. Oh, this product has vitamins, right? We're saved. Okay, niacinamide is B3 or niacin. But it's processed so it doesn't cause the flushing. If anybody's ever taken niacin and you get a flush, okay, well, they don't want, the niacinamide doesn't cause the flush. Calcium panthenate, B5, thiamine, mononitrate, B1, pyroxidine hydrochloride, B6, riboflavin, B2, cyanocobalamin. It's a B12 waste product. And how many people go to their doctor, that go to their doctors, every once in a while to get a B12 shot? This is what they give them, the cyanocobalamin, a waste product. And they're paying how much for that doctor's visit and that shot?
They used to take those things.
And senior citizens are the biggest consumers of this one, the B12 shot. Give a false sense of nutritional value. Chemicals used in preparing the nutrients are not listed on the label, and most of these vitamins are synthetic. Okay, so they're going to look to the body kind of like a vitamin, but it doesn't exactly fit in the hole. So it's synthetic, and the body will accept it. Highly processed, derived from petroleum, and processed with toxic chemicals like formaldehyde, GMOs.
But you say the body accepts it when it's.
Because the body thinks that that's what it is. It's a fake. It's a fake. Just kind of like.
No, it doesn't accept it.
It does accept it. It does, but it's a fake, and it causes problems. It's like a Trojan horse. Satan comes in all things. You didn't know he came in a vitamin, did you?
What a pretty horse. Of course I'll take it.
Exactly. Give me 3.
And I'll pay you to take a COVID shot.
On top of that, propylene glycol. Due to its chemical properties, it's also found in a wide variety of hygiene and cosmetic products. Additionally, it's used in the industrial products like paint, antifreeze. I got this. Okay, it's in this. This is the label that we're reading, right? This is in there. Antifreeze, artificial smoke, and e-cigarettes. It's a carrier, emulsifier, dough conditioner, adds shelf life, stabilizer, thickener, and a texturizer.
A dough conditioner?
Yeah. Okay, so it's in your Little Debbie's. Okay?
That's why it lasts forever.
That's right.
So cute. How could she be doing this?
Okay, all this stuff so far is in this product, right? We're reading that label.
They used to stick things.
Okay, so how's this product sounding? It just sounds better and better, doesn't it?
Makes you sick to think that Advent has designed the little Debbie garbage.
Red number 3 causes DNA damage in the fetus, interferes with iodine uptake in the thyroid cancer. What are we having a pandemic of now? Thyroid problems. Everybody got a low thyroid. And what do they want to give you? Levothyroxine. Okay? Thyroid's a symptom, like a runny nose. It's a symptom. Okay, you're not treating your runny nose, right? You treat whatever's the problem, right? So we don't need to treat the thyroid. We need to treat the problem, and it's usually because you're toxic. You take the toxicity away, and your thyroid will return. So, this product really healthy. Anybody want to eat this product? All right. Anybody know what this product is?
Some kind of vegan meat, fake meat.
Anybody else?
Still going with the hot dog. Vegan hot dog.
All right, so what is this mystery product? Are you ready? Are you ready?
It's like a, jerky.
Oh, that's a good guess.
There you go.
Big phrase, wow.
Ah, hey, do I get a prize?
We put Jesus' name on that, right? Seventh-day Adventist Church sells it. That's Jesus. It's got to be good, right?
It'll get you to God quick.
There you, a little quicker than you want.
Frankly, I think they're tasty.
I do too. I've never liked them.
Isn't that the Adventist,
Yeah. Well, it was. It's been sold off now to Monsanto. But yeah,
They did have more than
Monsanto, they told us it was-
the Loma Linda. But yeah. Yeah, it's not, but they're not under the label of Monsanto because, of course, no one's going to buy that. But it's a subsidiary of Monsanto.
They are
And then the ones I told
Not,
you.
not the church, not the hospital.
Yeah, no, those are still, yeah. But when this stuff first came out, it was Seventh-day Adventist owned, right? So if the church is selling it, right?
Well, I mean, I grew up kind of sensitive.
Okay, yeah. There ain't no Satan in the church, right?
Summer camp, that's space service.
Jesus' name's on this. I can do this.
Well, it isn't what it was when Ellen White was saying,
Yeah, but this fake meat,
There's supposed to be something you use while you're getting off of it, not a perfect thing.
yeah, but I wouldn't even use it. I wouldn't use it. I'd rather eat a piece of bacon. Not that stuff.
Anything.
Well, you don't know what's in that bacon.
Well, I know it's in that, and I'm not eating that. So your codes, okay? You notice, how when you got the codes on your, you see them on your vegetables and stuff. So if you look at those codes, and if you got a 5-digit code that starts with a 9, that means it's organic. If you got a 5-digit code that starts with an 8, that's GMO. If it's a 4-digit product, it's conventionally grown. So it tells you what it is, but most people don't even know that you can look at the little sticker on the fruit and stuff and see if it's.
The only one I remember is bananas, and that starts with a 4.
Yes, but they do have the organically grown bananas, and they do have a 9. They start with a 9.
So does the price.
So you're safe foods. Yeah, I know. All right, so we need to have understandable ingredients. Okay, so like the Larabar. All right, if you look at the ingredients on it, I don't know if you can read them over there or not, but it says dates, almonds, unsweetened apples, walnuts, raisins, and cinnamon.
Those are good.
It's short, right? Because the long labels, if it's got a long label, just put it back. Don't even bother reading it. Just put it back.
And it's gluten-free, dairy-free, soy-free, non-GMO, vegan.
Yeah, everybody goes with those labels. Makes them sell more. But this is a safe food because, you can read that. You understand what it is. You know what it is.
So that apple pie is better for you than a Loma Linda hot dog.
Absolutely. All right, here's the loophole that I was kind of telling you about. The food manufacturers are required to list all ingredients in the food on the label. On a product label, the ingredients are listed in order of predominance, with the ingredients used in the greatest amount first, followed in descending order by those in smaller amounts. The label must list names of any FDA-certified color additives, such as the blue, the FD&C blue number 1 or blue 1. But some ingredients can be listed collectively as flavors, spices, artificial flavors, or in case of color additives exempt from certification, artificial colors, without naming each one. Declaration of an allergic ingredient in a collective or single color, flavor, or spice could be accomplished by simply naming the allergenic ingredient in the ingredient list. So that's where, I want to manufacture hot dogs. So I go out and I buy stuff. Okay, and I only have to list MSG once on the label, right? And I can call it the rest of the MSG 4 times. I can call it something else. So we should be studying the ingredient lists carefully. All right, and we seen this yesterday, right? Your clean blood cells, and then that one, the diabetic blood. and then the chronic disease. And I've actually seen people, I had people come to see me, and that we had, I mean, I couldn't even look at his, I couldn't tell anything about his blood because it looked like that. And here in the last year, he popped up with cancer. It was already in his blood. And I told him, I said, you're going to be sick. I said, you need to change your lifestyle. And he popped up with cancer. It sucks to be right. And our blood cells, they repel each other because they have a negative charge on them, right? So they repel each other, which is what we want. And when they lose that charge, then they start sticking, like sticky. And then that's when we get the strokes and the heart attacks and the cancers and stuff like that. And your blood can't carry oxygen when it's all stuck together. So, your oxygen saturation is going to be low. You're not going to be able to carry oxygen to your organs, the tissues, the cells. You're not going to be able to do that.
Go back.
Huh? Oh, sorry. Hold on a minute.
What was the declining pH? Does that mean it's?
So, okay, when your pH goes low, that you have, okay, there's the pH of your body and there's the pH of your blood. The pH of your blood has to stay between 7.5, 7.5 and 7.35 and 7.45, I think. So, yeah, it's 7.35 and 7.45. I have hauled people that are in an acidic condition. They cannot breathe. They don't know why they can't breathe. Their lungs are clear. Their O2 saturation is good. They're climbing the walls. I couldn't get them to stay on the stretcher. They were just climbing the walls because they could not breathe. She died.
What was the pH?
She was acidic. Her whole body was just,
What was the number?
I don't know. I didn't get to find out. I just know that she was diagnosed with, she was acidic.
A lot of growing, and like a whole bunch of plants will do well in one section of the garden, but my blueberries don't do anything.
Because don't blueberries need more of an acidic, more acid?
Right.
But see, plants, they can see, okay, it's like a lemon. Lemon is acid, right?
Yeah.
But when we eat it, it turns and makes our body alkaline. So,
Yeah. So.
and lemons are like one of the best.
I was looking for an answer.
Yeah. So the pH, there's pH of plants and stuff, and we have a pH of our body, like the little pH sticks. You can pee on those, and they give that's the pH of your body. But then your blood it's different, and it keeps a tight 7.35 to 7.45, and if it gets 7.46, then the body starts panicking, and it'll pull calcium from your teeth, your bones. Okay, osteoporosis, right? Milk causes acid, pulls from the bones, end up with hip fractures. Remember yesterday we had the thing that said that the higher the dairy consumption, the greater number of hip fractures that were in a country. So it says, and God said, behold, I have given every herb-bearing seed which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree in which it is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. To you it shall be for meat. That's the original diet. We talked about this yesterday. It's for the way you get, more problems you got. And
Yeah, I was just gonna mention that up in Alaska, they had the highest osteoporosis in the world. And it's because of the high meat diet, because the meat, the
Is-
protein binds up the calcium, and they don't have the calcium available. So a high meat diet also.
absolutely, and it causes the pH to go acidic too. Yeah, and not to mention hard on your kidneys and stuff. 1 Corinthians 3:16, know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and the Spirit of God dwelleth in you. So we need to take care of our bodies. It's imperative that we take care of our bodies, because if we're sick, how many times does everybody go to church and you spend how much time? Who do we need to pray for? Because they're sick, right? All right. But what if everybody ate well and was well? Then we could concentrate on doing what we need to do out there, and instead of taking care of our sick folk. Sick folk needs to be taken care of. But if we can do better, we should. It's like Henry Ford, okay? Henry Ford, he invented the automobile, right? Okay. To this day, the stuff that he put in place when manufacturing that automobile, how to take care of it. Do we put water in the gas tank? No. Do you check your oil? These are all things that because he manufactured it, he knew what it took, right? But when the creator of the universe creates our body and says, this is what I want you to eat, we're like, are you kidding me?
Hey, Eve went right for McDonald's.
I was just telling Frank here, they've changed wording too, because in the Bible, when you're talking about, animal products, it's flesh, but we call it meat. Okay.
Well, just like the verse back there, it's
Yeah,
Meat just needs food.
food.
right. But mankind seems to think, well, the Bible says you can eat meat, and they think meat flesh.
God did give it to us after the flood, but he said there's consequences.
They started to.
Okay, and it decreased our lifespan.
Yeah.
And then he did say that these are the clean ones and these are the ones I don't want you to eat. And they're God's garbage cans, really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what they are. They're just God's garbage cans. So if they're eating garbage, then we eat their flesh, and guess what? We're eating garbage. So what's garbage in, garbage out?
Well, then the clean ones are eating what we should be eating straight from the source. We're getting it secondhand
Exactly.
with everything else that goes with it that's not good.
That we're eating.
Things being changed and all things being changed. Actually, the wording you use, automobile. Automobile was created before Henry Ford. He had changed it. He had to trademark the name car because they wouldn't even let him do it because he was wanting to do it cheap.
Gonna know. So if you don't take care of your body, where are you gonna live? You ain't got no place else to live. Eat well to live well.
Can't even rely on the fruit these days in the supermarket.
I know.
They have a coating they put over it that I can get.
Yeah, Bill Gates and his business.
Almond milk. Is it better for you than regular milk? Or?
Regular milk's acidic, right? Okay, and when they pasteurize it and homogenize it and stuff like that, it becomes artery clogging. Now, there's some folks out there that do the raw milk, and man, it's still acidic, but it's better than the hydrogen homogenized. Thank you, and pasteurized. But the what?
You make your own.
Yeah, and you can make your own almond milk, and you've got to, again, read the labels, because a lot of those and people were reading labels and stopped buying some of the brands because of what they have, like carrageenan is a thickener. Okay, it's also carcinogenic. And so people started raising Cain about it, and they had to change what they were putting in their stuff. So it's kind of like, when you know better, do better. And we were not made anyway to drink a lot of milk anyway. I mean, the plant, even the plant milks, we weren't made to drink a lot of those, so a little, we were meant to drink water and eat healthy foods and stuff like that. But we're the only species that drinks another species' milk. I mean, I'm not really sure who ever first thought of that, but
Yeah, I actually got an app downloaded. It's called Yuka.
Yes.
UKA. Oh yeah. And it helps you when you grocery shopping. You go in and you scan the barcode on your foods and everything you're buying, and it'll tell you if it's good, bad. There's 4 ratings: it's bad, poor, good, and excellent. And it kind of helps you. It gets you. I guess kind of better.
Yeah, I have that on my phone too. It's a free app.
And it's called Yucca?
YUKA. Yeah.
YUKA?
The FDA.
Now I can't remember who puts it out. I read an article on the I think it's a lady that did it. But anyway, but yeah, it's pretty decent. It's pretty decent.
Yeah, it's not full. It does help out.
Yeah. That just shows that pretty awesome on the shelf.
But yeah, our foods and stuff, and it's just really important. And then you know, people I work with, you know, they'll come and ask me, well, I have this, what? And I was like, my answer is the same. It's the same. It's, you know, you have to eat right to be right. You know, you just have to clean up your diet. I mean, that's it. That's the only answer I got for you. I mean, you can take that up with God when you get there. You can ask him why.